On November 12, 1996, the northern Indian sky seemed calm and ordinary as the sun descended, casting long shadows over the plains below. This seemingly quiet Tuesday was destined to be etched into aviation history, remembered for significant events high in the atmosphere. Two commercial aircraft were diligently navigating their aerial routes, marvels of engineering guided by human expertise and technological sophistication. Air traffic control and sophisticated cockpit instruments ensured precise guidance, maintaining safe separation during the delicate ballet of coordinated flight. Inside the aircraft cabins, hundreds of passengers settled in, anticipating their destinations, gazing at twinkling lights or engaging in quiet activities. Unaware of the intricate aerial movements, their ordinary journeys approached an unexpected intersection, a moment marking a significant turning point. Despite safeguards, two massive airplanes encountered each other mid-air, leading to a profound moment that affected many lives. The Charkhi Dadri event secured its place in history as a stark reminder of the immense power and system complexities. The Charkhi Dadri disaster was not a solitary failure, but an intricate chain of interconnected vulnerabilities and human factors. It involved human elements under pressure, communication challenges, and systemic limitations within infrastructure designed for safety. Saudi Arabian Airlines Flight 763, a Boeing 747, began its routine departure from New Delhi, destined for Tehran. The colossal jumbo jet initiated its powerful ascent into the darkening Indian sky, carrying passengers and crew on a standard international transit. Flight 763 carried 289 passengers and 23 crew, a diverse group including Indian expatriates, families, and pilgrims traveling for various reasons. Each person aboard carried their own story and dreams, embarking on journeys filled with unique hopes and expectations. At the same time, Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907, an Aviation IL-76, was approaching New Delhi from Shimkent. This cargo passenger aircraft was an integral part of the aerial movements, its crew unaware of the unique challenges ahead. Flight 1907 carried 27 passengers and 10 crew, serving a dual purpose of cargo and passenger transport. Individuals from diverse backgrounds were nearing their destination, operating under stringent instrument flight rules within controlled airspace. Both flights operated under instrument flight rules, relying on cockpit instruments and precise instructions from air traffic control. Human controllers orchestrated a complex ballet of movements, their directives forming invisible highways to maintain safe aircraft separation. India's air traffic control in the mid-1990s faced strain, with air travel growth outpacing ground support modernization. This discrepancy between demands and capabilities highlighted systemic vulnerabilities, forming a critical backdrop to the evening's events. Limited radar coverage, especially at lower altitudes around Delhi, presented a fragmented picture of the airspace. Controllers lacked real-time altitude data, relying on less precise methods for separation, introducing an element of risk. Controllers relied on procedural separation, using pilot-reported altitudes and estimated waypoints to project aircraft positions. This system, built on trust and diligent reporting, demanded absolute precision from both ground and air in busy airspace. Language proficiency added complexity, with English, aviation's international language, spoken with varying fluency by crews and controllers. Subtle misinterpretations or accent nuances could lead to critical misunderstandings, challenging unambiguous communication in high-stress situations. In this challenging environment, precision was vital for safety. Every instruction had to be perfectly clear and understood. A razor-thin margin for error meant any deviation could unravel the delicate tapestry of controlled flight with amplified consequences. At 1832, Saudi Arabian Airlines Flight 763 gracefully lifted off from Indira Gandhi International Airport into the evening sky. The massive Boeing 747 climbed smoothly, its engines thrumming, a standard departure for the experienced crew. After takeoff, air traffic control cleared Saudi Flight 763 to climb to flight level 140 or 14,000 feet. This altitude ensured safe vertical separation from other traffic, and the Saudi crew calmly acknowledged the instruction. Concurrently, Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907 began its approach to New Delhi, preparing for descent into congested airspace. The two aircraft, converging vertically, were destined for a complex aerial intersection, orchestrated by air traffic control. The Kazakhstan crew was cleared to descend to flight level 150 or 15,000 feet for their approach sequence. This 1,000-foot buffer was crucial for vertical separation, a fundamental aviation safety rule designed to prevent conflicts. The 1,000-foot vertical separation was the bedrock of air safety, acting as an unbreachable barrier between aircraft. Absolute adherence from crews and precise monitoring from controllers were required. Any deviation introduced severe risks. Inside the Kazakhstan IL-76 cockpit, communication challenges manifested subtly, with Russian as the primary crew language. English for ATC often felt like a translation exercise, introducing complexity and potential misinterpretation during crucial exchanges. Cockpit voice recorder insights revealed confusion among the Kazakhstan crew regarding assigned altitude clearances. Nuanced English instructions were not uniformly understood, creating an environment for potential misinterpretation. At a critical juncture, the Kazakhstan crew began an unauthorized descent, dropping below their 15,000-foot assigned altitude. This deviation represented a breach of protocols, inadvertently placing their aircraft into a converging path with another jet. The unauthorized descent's reason was investigated, with the Kazakhstan crew failing to maintain their assigned flight level. Due to ATC system limitations, this deviation went unacknowledged, silently violating the crucial 1,000-foot vertical separation rule. At 1839, both aircraft rapidly converged near Charkhi Dadri, an invisible nexus in a vast sky. The Saudi Boeing 747 climbed steadily, executing instructions perfectly, its crew unaware of the unseen aerial element. The Saudi Boeing 747 continued its steady climb, adhering to flight level 140, its crew executing with textbook precision. Their professionalism contrasted with the unfolding complexities 1,000 feet above, a detail that later became significant. The Kazakhstan IL-76 was inexplicably descending through 15,000 feet, violating the vertical separation principle. This unauthorized descent, influenced by miscommunication, created a direct aerial path where safety protocols should have prevailed. Neither aircraft had TCAS, an onboard collision avoidance system, which provides real-time warnings and advisories. Its absence meant crews lacked independent means to detect danger or receive automated evasive instructions, relying solely on external guidance. Limited ground radar meant controllers lacked a clear, real-time picture of the evolving aerial situation. By the time the potential aerial issue became apparent, timely intervention was difficult due to data limitations. The final seconds were brief, a compressed moment in the silent night sky as two objects converged. No alarms sounded, no warnings reached the unsuspecting crews, a silent, relentless march towards an endpoint. At 1840, the aircraft made contact, marking a moment of devastating structural change for both machines. The energy of the encounter resulted in immediate and significant structural alterations, affecting both aircraft. The event caused immediate and significant structural alteration to the Saudi Boeing 747, affecting its stability. With flight surfaces compromised, the aircraft's integrity was affected, leading to an uncontrolled descent from its path. Moments after the initial contact, the Boeing 747 experienced aerodynamic stress, leading to structural separation in the air. This fragmentation signified a critical change for those on board, resulting in no chance for continuation of flight. The Kazakhstan 76 also experienced significant structural changes, affecting its control and flight path. The pilots could not regain command, and the aircraft began a rapid descent, a dual aerial event. Both aircraft ceased flight, their remnants settling on the ground in separate locations, marking a definitive conclusion. The outcome was definitive, with no survivors, leaving behind a profound, reflective silence in the aftermath. Residents of Charkhi Dadri witnessed an unusual spectacle. Their peaceful evening was interrupted by lights in the sky. The descent created an ominous glow, a scene forever etched into memories, defying immediate explanation. The object's descent was followed by deep, resonant sounds that gently vibrated nearby homes and quiet landscapes. An unsettling quiet followed, confirming a significant aerial event had occurred, impacting the peaceful environment. The seriousness became clear, prompting emergency responders and villagers to move towards the scattered areas. Efforts began to locate any potential individuals, but the scene indicated a profound change, surpassing all preparations. Despite rapid deployment, emergency personnel found no signs of life. The outcome indicated a complete cessation of journeys. It became a recovery operation, with an overwhelming sense of change settling, silencing any lingering aspirations. The aircraft remnants were scattered across multiple sites for miles, a testament to the in-air structural changes. Recovery teams faced the painstaking task of collecting fragments from vast areas, each telling a silent story. As shock subsided, experts from India and other nations commenced the painstaking investigation into the events. They sifted through information, interviewed witnesses, and analyzed flight recorders for invaluable data to solve the complex puzzle. Early investigations revealed a larger, systemic breakdown, not just the failure of a single pilot or controller. It highlighted flaws in operational environment, training protocols, and technological capabilities, shifting focus to interconnected vulnerabilities. The Kazakhstan CVR revealed confusion among the flight crew regarding critical altitude instructions. Strained communications and lack of understanding highlighted the impact of language barriers in a time-sensitive environment. A Kazakhstan crew member expressed uncertainty about their flight level, yet the aircraft's descent continued. This indicated internal cockpit dynamics, possibly a hierarchical culture or lack of assertive cross-checking, vital for error prevention. Language barriers exacerbated confusion, hindering clear communication between multinational crews and Indian ATC. A lack of assertive cross-checking allowed misinterpretations to persist, contributing to a deviation from the assigned flight path. ATC infrastructure limitations were apparent. Controllers lacked robust secondary surveillance radar for altitude readouts. Their ability to ensure separation depended on pilot reporting, a fundamental systemic flaw without independent verification. When the Kazakhstan aircraft deviated, the air traffic controller had no immediate way of knowing, lacking real-time altitude data. This critical blind spot meant reliance on compromised spoken communication, further challenging effective oversight. When the converging aircraft became apparent on radar, it was too late for effective intervention due to system limitations. Precious seconds for warnings had evaporated, making evasive action physically impossible, underscoring the timing challenge. Beyond technical issues, human factors were central to this event, amidst immense pressure and international aviation challenges. The investigation explored cockpit dynamics, acknowledging that trained individuals can err under impaired communication and compromised vigilance. The Kazakhstan cockpit's hierarchical culture may have discouraged junior crew from challenging senior pilots or unclear instructions. This potential suppression of internal dissenting voices contributed to a breakdown in vital crew resource management. Fatigue, high workload, and stress, common during critical flight phases, exacerbated the human element. Degradation in situational awareness from these stressors contributed to their deviation from assigned altitude. The Saudi Boeing 747 crew meticulously followed all ATC instructions, their flight path entirely compliant with clearances. They remained unaware of another aircraft entering their path, diligently performing duties, victims of circumstances beyond control. Human errors and communication breakdowns were compounded by technical limitations in aviation at the time. The absence of crucial technological safeguards meant fewer protection layers, creating dangerous vulnerabilities. At Charkhi Dadri, TCAS was not mandated, so neither Saudi Flight 763 nor Kazakhstan Flight 1907 had it. This left pilots without independent threat detection or automated evasive guidance, relying solely on ground control. TCAS is sophisticated avionics, a final defense against aerial encounters, monitoring airspace and calculating trajectories. When a threat is detected, TCAS provides real-time traffic advisories and resolution advisories for evasive maneuvers. Had TCAS been operational on both aircraft, the outcome could have been different, detecting converging flight paths. Unambiguous resolution advisories would have overridden confusion, providing clear, automated instructions for evasive action. The Charkhi Dadri investigation concluded the primary cause was the Kazakhstan aircraft's descent below assigned altitude. This critical deviation, unapproved and uncorrected, stemmed from systemic failures that enabled a complex situation. Inadequate ATC surveillance, lacking comprehensive radar coverage, was a significant contributing factor. This systemic limitation created a blind spot, allowing deviation to go unnoticed until intervention was too late. The absence of onboard collision avoidance technology, TCAS, was a critical contributing factor, removing a vital safety layer. TCAS would have provided independent warnings for evasive action, regardless of other limitations, but its absence eliminated this final safety net. The investigation's findings sent shockwaves, revealing immediate causes and systemic vulnerabilities to the global aviation community. It highlighted an urgent need for improvements in air traffic management, communication, and technological mandates globally. Following Charkhi Dadri, sweeping changes were initiated globally, especially in India's aviation sector. Systemic failures galvanized action, making modernization and enhanced safety an undeniable global priority. India rapidly upgraded its air traffic control, replacing obsolete radar with advanced, state-of-the-art technology. Modern secondary surveillance radar provided real-time altitude readouts, improving awareness and closing dangerous blind spots. Investment in ATC training improved English proficiency, standardized phraseology, and rigorous simulation exercises. The goal was eliminating communication ambiguities and fostering assertive intervention, empowering controllers with precision and clarity. Charkhi Dadri significantly accelerated the global mandate for traffic collision avoidance systems, TCAS. The disaster proved an independent, automated cockpit defense was necessary, making TCAS an indispensable requirement for safety. Within years, international regulations required most commercial aircraft worldwide to be equipped with TCAS. Pilots gained an autonomous system for real-time warnings and advisories, enhancing safety protocols beyond ground control reliance. The accident emphasized standardized phraseology and stricter language proficiency for pilots and controllers globally. These measures reduced miscommunication, ensuring critical instructions were understood consistently across diverse linguistic backgrounds. For the 349 victims' families, these changes came at an unimaginable cost, as lives lost could never be recovered. A profound void remained, with safer future promises offering little solace to those enduring a lasting legacy of grief. Many families experienced devastating loss, with entire family lines affected, altering communities and generations. The cultural impact was immense for Indian expatriate communities, amplifying grief and leaving lasting impressions. Memorials were erected to honor those who perished, serving as somber reminders of the lives changed. No monetary measure or plaque could truly account for the irreplaceable loss of 349 unique lives. Before that evening, skies symbolized connection, opportunity, and boundless possibilities of travel and new beginnings. Air travel was a realm of aspirations, dreams carried aloft on magnificent machines, a testament to humanity's quest. For Charkhi Dadri victims' families, the skies transformed, no longer symbolizing connection, but a reminder of loss. Looking skyward now carried a profound weight, forever stained by memories of a significant event. Charkhi Dadri reminds us that aviation safety is a complex edifice built on multiple, interconnected protection layers. It showed that when multiple layers collapse, the consequences can be significant, reverberating through the industry. Charkhi Dadri highlighted the necessity of clear, unambiguous communication, a fundamental protection layer in aviation. Misinterpretations and linguistic barriers proved effective communication is as crucial as any mechanical component. The disaster highlighted strict adherence to procedures, protocols for altitude, clearances, and flight path maintenance. Deviation from these rules, however unintentional, demonstrated the impact, as procedures are the bedrock of safe operations. Reliable technology is indispensable. The absence of TCAS was a void, denying pilots a crucial last chance. TCAS proved technology must supplement human vigilance, acting as an independent, automated guardian against aerial issues. Lessons from Charkhi Dadri resonate in global aviation. Pilots benefit from TCAS alerts, initiating commands. Controllers utilize advanced radar with precise data, reflecting improvements prompted by past events, reshaping flight. Charkhi Dadri is remembered for its transformative changes upon the industry, not just its staggering scale. It was a pivotal moment, underscoring aviation's evolution and commitment to learning from significant experiences. Aviation is built on an intricate web of trust between pilots and controllers and in flawless systems. Charkhi Dadri exposed trust fragility when protection layers falter, highlighting the importance of every individual. The event underscored trust in ATC system design, accurate radar, reliable communication, and robust safety protocols. Compromised systemic trust, even inadvertently, can have significant consequences, reinforcing its critical validation. Charkhi Dadri served as a powerful catalyst, ensuring past mistakes would not be repeated in aviation. From that moment, renewed commitment to safety, technology, and vigilance reshaped skies, building confidence in flight security.